Yo, what's up, Mr. Normski, live and direct. It's live and direct right now. Old Skool Movements. This is the podcast of all podcasts. If you're not ready, get ready, because we're about to go large with the team. Watch the ride now.
Yes, it's another year and it's another episode of the Old Skool Movements Podcast.
So, DL.
Yes.
This is like when we was watching Buck Brothers to the 25th century. We couldn't imagine kids in the 80s, 2024.
I know,
and it's actually on our door.
2024. We're saying 2024 now. That's nuts, isn't it?
Rise of the machine days, man.
Yeah, it's coming.
We're actually in the future now.
Yeah. It's on its way. Like surprises are going to happen this year. Let's see what's in store. All right, cool. So, as you all know, guys, Leroy Stacks never know what we're going to be talking about on the Old Skool Podcast, because in this episode, yes, as always, we're taking it back. But do you know what? The 80s, when people normally talk about the 80s, they say it's one of the worst decades for fashion, don't they? With the big shoulder pads and whatever. But I think that's just for adults, because as kids, we had so many different styles and shops and places to go to and buy things. Do you know what I mean? Because when you think of an adult when we're little, they weren't wearing hoodies and trainers.
Nah, they were wearing
like we did. It was shoes,
and shit. Yeah, corduroys and
a shirt, a button-up shirt.
Yeah.
As kids coming out the 70s, you know, it was big flared jeans or Farrahs and then brown shoes with the big like Cuban heels and big soles and you know, things had to change, and I'm glad it changed in the 80s, man.
We couldn't be rocking no platform shoes, man.
And a Pringle jumper.
A Pringle jumper, Pierre Cardin trousers.
Isn't it? Pierre Cardin.
That Lenny Bennett look. You know,
Val Doonican look with the cardigan.
Lenny Bennett.
Oh, that's a blast from the past.
The Pringle V-neck sweaters.
Man had an afro.
Yeah.
He did. He was rocking an afro.
Yellow V-neck sweaters. Come on, man. They were like Sunday evening TV show guys.
Yes.
You saw that jumper on Sunday evenings. Yeah. That kind of golf
straight
jumper.
off the golf course, straight off the
Lenny Bennett, you know.
Let me take my hat off and jump on
That's
stage.
That's a name I ain't heard in the longest.
And the longest, yes, DL.
80s fashion. But yeah, as you were saying, 80s fashion as adults, adults look old. You saw your parents, you saw, they didn't wear tracksuits. No. That wasn't happening yet.
They would look stupid in a tracksuit and trainers, isn't it? Like anyone over the age of 30.
Like only PE teachers wore that. Yeah. It didn't work anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's nuts to think of it like that, right? But as I said, we had incredible fashion, whether it's cartoon character garb, whether it's Market 18 jumpers. You know, I got expelled from Granger t-shirts. We had things going on in the 80s. But as much as we had all these fantastic gowns, we wasn't satisfied. We needed little bits to go with it. Little accessories.
You had to put your mark on it, didn't you? You
had to put your
mark.
Okay, so I've got these, but it needs that.
It needs that to finish it. Yeah. You need to accessorize. You need to have some accessories.
And there was so much going on. So we're going to go through our top 12 accessories of the 80s. Things that we liked, things that we remember, and we hope you guys remember these too. So let's start. There's no best. We're just going to go through an array. We're going to take you back with an array of accessories from the 1980s. So guys, you know, you see kids walking around now with little bags, have like little Gucci ones, aren't they?
Everyone's got a bag, innit? I don't like it.
Little bag to put your stuff in, little bag. But we were doing that in the 80s.
Yeah.
We
were.
And then it sort of phased out, but we went through that in the 80s. We had that.
We went through that. The bum bags.
The bum bag.
The bum bags.
The first one I saw, I know Dee knows this, it was the just in case. It looked like a shoulder holster that you're going to carry a gun in. And I always wanted one, man. You know the one.
Oh, those ones, the level ones.
The level ones, man.
You know them ones.
You could wear them so that they were under your shirt, so no one knew you had it on, man. I always wanted one of them. But I could never. It seemed like only the bad kids had them, and I thought, I can't.
It's true.
I can't roam the streets in that. Like,
it was a bad man. It was a bad man.
Like something out of Miami Vice or something. But they looked wicked, and I really wanted one. I really wanted.
Yeah, my mate Warren had one.
Off the back of that, I thought like I need some sort of bag to hold my shit. Cause I got a Walkman now. I got a little maybe a Star Wars figure I want to carry about or something. So I remember flicking through the Argos catalogue one year, and I saw that they done a Walkman pouch that fits on your belt.
Yes.
And it was a big red thing with a zip. It was made for a Walkman, so I bought it. And I don't know anyone at the time around our area who had any sort of bag pouch on their belt. After I bought this thing, everyone's got bum bags. Everyone's got these bags. I swear I come up with the bum bag phase, man. I didn't invent it, but I swear I got that trend going, man.
You got the trend going.
You could have copyrighted that, man. You should have put your name on those bags, man. You'd have been rolling.
The rim bag.
Rim bag. I don't know. That sounds a bit off.
Yeah. That's a bit. That's in another shop.
That's in another shop.
That's in another shop.
But we done the bag thing, man. Remember we had the mini head bags as well.
Oh yeah,
a big version of a head bag, but a mini little tiny version.
Same.
They were
but
good.
Just miniature. I remember.
Yeah, they were good.
Bug all in them, but they were
But
good.
it was an accessory.
It was just an accessory. It was just an
You know
accessory.
what I mean? And it went. You know, when the bum bags came in, we used to wear them across our waist,
Like a
not around
just in
your
case.
waist.
Yeah,
You
you
used
put
to
it
wear
across
it,
your
so
body.
it was so the pouch was under your arm type thing.
Yeah.
It was
It's more street.
Was literally, it was a style because it's a
it
just
was.
in case thing. You would have looked like a detective in New York, like walking around with that. And I only saw it when I was in Shepherd's Bush. I didn't see it.
For real.
It was a bad man pouch. You wouldn't see it in quiet areas.
No.
People in quiet areas wasn't wearing it.
You'll be getting freeze that bag or something if you're wearing it in quiet area, man.
Yeah,
You're too scared to wear it.
it wasn't working. But it just
And you saw it in
but-
Bush.
but it was so flat. I don't know what you would put in it. I don't know what you'd put in there.
Drawers and Rizzler, mate.
It's just Rizzler and pound notes and Rizzler.
Paper money, innit? Yeah, paper money.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Warren, he used to have one, and he used to put coins in there.
He must have been
He'd
a
have
bad
pound coins. Yeah, he's
Must
one of
have
those
been a
kids
bad
that had all had everything, and he had he put pound coins in it. Yeah. So, and that's the same. Another bits.
It is a bad man pouch, but
It's a stealth pouch, man. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Did all of you lot have bum bags then? Yeah.
I had one.
But did you just have one, or did you have bum bags? But I only remember having one. That Adidas one that we had. Chris.
I remember having one as well.
Yeah.
But like Chris said, like the Walkman pouch.
I don't know many people who remember the Walkman pouch, man.
I don't remember it.
I remember the Walkman pouch.
I don't remember it.
I think the Walkman that I had a belt clip on it anyway. So it's like you just clip it on your belt and you're good to go.
It must have been useful though.
Yeah.
Because with Walkmans as well, like to put them like in your jacket pocket.
You needed to carry some cassettes with you as well.
You carry batteries.
Some batteries. Yeah.
Yes, that too.
Your spare thing, your earmuff bits, the blue ones, and just stick of the orange ones.
That came, must have come in handy.
Accessories for your Walkman, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that must have come in handy, man.
I don't even remember walking around with Walkman. I don't.
I do.
No, I do.
I do.
I remember bopping out my Walkman on, especially after school, starting work. It was Walkman all the time. But during school days, I remember going out Walkman on.
I wouldn't go anywhere without my Walkman, especially when it came to secondary school. Wouldn't go anywhere without my Walkman. Man.
Yeah, Walkmans are the one, man. It helped you.
I think I really used
Had to.
Yeah.
Do you remember all of a sudden when JD sports bags became a fashion accessory?
Yes.
When it first
I was rocking them.
And everybody rocked them, but you couldn't let it have the fade on it. It had to be crisp.
Oh,
It had to be
that
new.
was the worst.
It started fading.
That was the worst.
Once it started
As soon as
fading,
it faded,
That must be like the first
like
shop
that.
that made like a drawstring carrier bags. I don't really recall.
it was them and Shelley's. Shelley's had them.
Shelley's.
Yeah, they were the originals that done them.
Yes.
They done them
Shelley's
from a long time ago. Yeah.
You know,
Shelley's had that
from
bag.
Shelley's, seeing as we were talking accessories, I got the record bag from there.
Okay.
Remember they done the record bag for a little bit?
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
I don't even know
that
what
shop,
happened to
man.
that. That got
Yeah.
rinsed.
For your
Shelley's,
wallabies
man.
and your kickers and that was the shop. man.
Yeah. I got my wallabies from Shelley's. Yeah.
And then they had another shop called Sasha, I think, as well.
Yeah, Sasha as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Shops,
Some nice London-based loafers from there too.
Yeah. good shops, man. But yeah, we use plastic bags as fashion accessories.
Drawstring carrier bags.
Just because of the drawstring, that was good.
But they were handy.
Yeah.
Let's go into our next one. So this one now, kind of like sticking with this Batman, this same Batman from Bush that would have had there just in case, would have accessorized in a couple of our next accessories of the 80s. And this is when, I don't know if it's a mix between Liberace and Mr. T, I don't know. But gold was the thing to be like, gold sovereign rings,
chapsies, road chains
around your wrist, you know, a
gold
chain
teeth
around your neck,
the window,
clip on gold tooth, man,
and a clip on earrings and clip on for your earlobe.
The little cuff one that goes around the top bit.
It was a thing. It was like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
remember,
gold was the one. Yeah, it was.
Because back then we didn't have, you know, our rush thing now is keys and phone, let's say, average. Back then, as a kid, you're like, clip on, clip. It's like, you know, in Commando, when he gets all his stuff ready, his guns, lock and loads. It was like that. Yeah, the clip on this, the gold tooth. But it was so like to have a sovereign. You remember the sovereign everybody used to wear, like the big, like the size of a 10p.
It
was like, onyx in the middle, or it could be pure gold.
Have your initial on it or something, or weed leaf or something.
That they were. I never had one. Did you guys ever have one of them?
Later on,
I had a sovereign later on.
I got a sovereign later on.
I ain't seen a sovereign in ages.
I've got one.
That's proper old school.
I never had a sovereign.
I've got one.
What about chaps? Anybody have
only
chaps
fake one?
I always wanted chaps. I never
had one, but later on.
Cuban link,
not as a kid.
I remember going and buying a fake one from a market. It was I think it must have been Bush Market. I can't think where it was, but I remember going and getting one. But then I can't wear it, but I want to wear it.
Or Shepherd's Bush.
All this stuff was there. Just in case.
You got to leave Shepherd's Bush alone, man.
It was that place to go.
It's true though. That's where you're seeing you're seeing one person with all these things on.
All these things.
For real.
If you couldn't get it there, you're going Elizabeth Duke, man. Big up Elizabeth Duke for all the jewelry.
I think I got a chaps one. I don't even, you know what? I don't even think you could call it a chaps. It's a bracelet.
It's a little thin bracelet.
But it was like a Cuban link style bracelet. But to call it a chaps would be a step too far.
Yeah. It's a lad. It's not chaps.
But it's funny you mentioned Bush though, because that where I used to go and get my gold was from Tony in Shepherd's Bush Market.
Of course.
Shout out Tony, he's still about.
Yeah. Did any of you guys ever attempt to clip on a gold tooth?
No,
it wouldn't have gone down well.
I wanted one.
It wouldn't have gone down well.
My parents were.
I think we all thought about it. We all thought, we're gonna get one.
But there was a time where people were actively going to dentists and saying, I got a chip in their teeth and shit. So they would get a gold tooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Free.
Yeah.
I wanted a window so bad. So bad.
It was and I don't even know who I saw or what influenced me to want a window gold tooth. I don't know. Was Slick Rick? I don't know.
Now, one of my uncles had like one of these side teeth with the window, and I was like, I want that. And my mum was like, no.
And then you see that smile, you see that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I think it was just the adults.
It's just
the adults, wasn't it? There's no one our age had gold teeth. That wasn't happening. You know what I mean? So it's just like in Bush, if you want.
Yeah, that little K9 one done.
Yeah. That tooth, man.
Oh my God. Our American listeners must be thinking, God damn, what's this place, Shepherd's Bush?
It was the closest to us. But yeah, the gold was a big thing. And I'd say people didn't give a damn and said, fuck it, I'll wear fake gold. It's an accessory.
Until your skin turned green.
Exactly, yeah.
It's right when you get robbed though. It's like, take it, you can have it. I'm gonna buy another one tomorrow. Shepherd's Bush Market.
Where would you get robbed?
Shepherd's Bush.
Just as you come out the shop.
Just as you come out the market. Some bloke with a just in case.
Oh my God.
All right. So far we've all purchased.
We got a bit of bling.
Accessories.
Yeah, we got a bit of
bling. We've had our man bags, our bum bags and that. And so let's see if we had one of these. I think we did like this now. You know, like when you had to go to party or disco or a family thing, and you wanted to
Wedding.
look smart, but wedding, but you wanted to look smart. And as we were saying earlier on, adults always dressed shirt, tie, whatever. So when they went to wedding, they just looked a bit different. It wasn't.
It was just the wedding suit rather than a normal suit.
You had to totally change though, innit? You couldn't go with what you would normally wear.
But we had to change. But we wanted to be cool and represent.
Still wanted to be cool, yeah.
Did any of you guys have a leather tie?
Definitely.
Oh, nah, I didn't have a leather tie.
The skinny black leather tie. I think I might even had that piano one, the original one that had the piano keys down there.
Nah, I weren't cool enough for that. I wasn't cool enough for that.
I do remember going to a school party with like a greeny, browny shirt with a black leather tie. You just felt like Human League or Spandau Ballet or something.
Duran, some new romantic.
Bro, what did you look like?
Like Duran Duran.
Can you imagine Chris?
That's what I'm saying.
I remember.
It's slick.
That was from Hammersmith. I remember getting it as well from the shop in Hammersmith. Concept Man.
Yeah.
Not in Shepherd's Bush.
No, Hammersmith that time.
Thin pink ties and shit. But
I forgot about the pink ones.
Yeah, remember the thin? Yeah. You wear it with a green shirt and look like the Joker or something. Like
a black shirt and look like Turbo.
Yeah. Look, was big. It's like with the school ties. Did you guys use the thin side or the thick side when you wore your
thin side?
School tie?
Thick side.
I used the thick side. I just didn't feel
the thin
right.
Side.
I
had the thin side. I didn't like the short thing that everyone done. I liked it still long, but I done it the other way around. So you had the thin, skinny side.
Yeah.
My school wouldn't allow that.
Yeah, exactly. Same. I just had it normal. Otherwise,
yeah, man. I couldn't do the Grange rebellious thing. Yeah, man. I couldn't do the Shepherd's Bush thing.
All right, fair enough. But Chris had a cravat as well, didn't you? Chris had
like Tony Hawk.
Oh, Chris. You didn't have a cravat.
I wouldn't do a cravat, man.
No, not back in those days. Surely not.
Cravats are big.
I wouldn't do a cravat. They are big for like Tony Hawk people. Like they look all right. Yeah, I couldn't have done it. I'll do that smoking jacket like the French dude that Kenny Everett used to.
Yeah.
I'll do one of them smoking jackets.
Yeah,
that's a good look.
That's an accessory. That's an accessory I always wanted. I didn't smoke, but I wanted that cigarette holder.
Yeah. Did you Hefner look?
But the closest thing you had was your dressing gown, innit?
The Spider-Man one.
Silk red dressing gown. All right, so leather ties. Let's get to the next one.
These are proper 80s.
Proper 80s. When you think of the 80s, along with the shoulder pads mentioned before, you think of these.
I blame Jane Fonda, the TV show fame, and maybe breakdance for these.
Jane Fonda, Olivia Newton-John, mostly for women, but that black guy in breakdance had him as well, didn't you? The guy that used to hang around with Kelly.
Yeah.
And the ballet thing.
These got in with the breakdancers and the roller skaters. I must admit,
and the roller skaters. And Leroy from Fame as well.
Yeah, I think that's what done it, man. Fame, breakdance, and Jane Fonda.
And Gremlins.
They introduced
in the bar.
these.
Come on. It's the leg warmers, guys. I'll say straight up now, I didn't have a pair.
I had a pair of leg warmers. I think I had a few different color leg warmers, man. They went with the Pumas,
Chris,
man.
You didn't. No. You didn't have a pair of leg warmers.
I can't remember seeing you with a pair of leg warmers.
Hold on, wait.
I remember wearing them to school, like going to school. I remember wearing them with my Pumas and leg warmers. They just went together wicked.
Because the only way you can get away with leg warmers is if you got roller skates.
Nah, not if you're
not even that.
If you're a young people.
Not even that. I'm sorry.
Breaker, you could get away with the ozone and turbo.
Leg warmers.
Ozone and turbo was a big influence on me growing up, man. You're gonna hear some more things that I used to wear as well.
I don't remember seeing you. You must have worn them on the sly. I see you later, Darren. I put leg warmers on there.
Yeah, Chris. No.
Relatives knitted them for me because they knew I liked them that much. I remember having
Chris,
pairs, but they weren't.
You got to put out some pictures.
They weren't as good as the bought ones because the bought ones were better knit.
Chris, they were meant for the ladies, didn't it? For the females.
They were unisex, man. Leg warmers are unisex.
I did not see no one, no boy, no man on UK soil.
There are probably a couple men.
Yeah, I'll say ballet dancers.
It's definitely wearing Shepherd's Bush.
It's them Leroy type brothers are the only ones you're seeing wearing that.
Choreographers.
I was going to pull you up on that, DL. Hey, Leroy from Fame, the man with my name, was rocking them. No,
Leroy from Fame. Yeah.
Fame put leg warmers on the map.
They did.
No, man.
As far as I'm concerned, That's correct.
That was the look.
As DL said, Jane Fonda, Olivia Newton-John, the hot chick, God rest in peace, from Flashdance. That was it.
Leroy
I don't want to
Buffet
hear
and
no
Gremlins.
guy.
Yeah, Kelly from
But you know
Breakdance.
what?
Kelly mate for breakdance. Kelly for
No,
breakdance.
I'm sorry. No, I can't have it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I can't.
yeah.
No,
Hey, you got no
I
choice.
can't envision it, and I'm not having
You
it.
got no
And
choice.
Chris, our brother from another mother used to wear leg warmers.
Leg
No,
warmers.
Chris, sorry.
He
sorry,
embraced the 80s. He
They were
embraced the 80s
I
on the
can't. I
slide.
can't. No,
They were 80s.
Chris, you did not wear leg
When I'm
warmers.
seeing breakdancers wearing, I'm thinking I'm wearing them, man.
Oh.
They look good with the Puma high tops, man.
God.
But the lie about them, they're only calf warmers. So they don't even warm your legs.
Yeah. They don't
Like,
even
what
warm your whole
the
leg.
hell?
Just ankle warmers.
Yeah. Leg
No,
warmers.
I would never
Crazy.
wear them pulled up to my knees. That not like some German fucking beer maid
No.
look or whatever. I wouldn't be doing that.
It's just
They
so
had to,
nuts.
they had to be all
I
pushed
never
down. They had to be all pushed
considered-
down.
But Chris, I'm sorry. No, all excuses will be heard in court. No, you actually had people knit them for you. Leg warmers.
Custom made.
I'm sure Chris has got
Calf
pictures as
warmers.
well. You got pictures, ain't you,
See,
Chris?
that's one thing with me, man. My lot never took pictures.
Calf
growing up.
warmers.
Apart from school pictures, there's no picture. I've hardly got any picture. And I wish I did, because I did have some good things back in the day.
Don't let
warmers.
any photos of calf warmers materialize. No, Chris, let's move on.
As these fit into like a keep fit section, apart from, did you guys wear sweatbands but never do any sport? Like, did you
Oh,
wear them
hell
just for
yeah.
fashion?
Yeah.
See, we all
Both.
done that.
Both.
Yeah.
Sweatband,
Yeah.
headband.
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 I didn't wear
I
headband.
don't know if, yeah. I don't,
Yeah,
Nah,
wore
I
headband
didn't wear
as
no
well, man.
I
headband.
wore a headband in sports. I used to wear one for tennis, maybe a bit of cycling, but I couldn't wear a headband just normal. But a wristband or an
Fashion.
armband, yeah, they were good.
Wristband, headbands, visors.
They were another accessory.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
mate.
Was there any other sporting accessories that you guys would use to wear out on the street? 'Cause there's one more that I would wear, and that I did wear a couple of times.
Yeah, what was
think
it?
of-
Mine was a stopwatch after Mr. Chuck D influence there.
Oh,
I couldn't wear the Flavor
Yeah,
kitchen
yeah.
clock. It was too big, man.
Nah,
My
for
mum's
real.
kitchen clock was too big.
Yes.
So sorry,
I remember
Flav.
I remember
I remember wearing a little
stopwatch.
stopwatch. You get a blue one, a red one, a white
Yeah.
one. I remember,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wearing a
I had a
stopwatch.
weird obsession with stopwatches as well, actually, for some strange reason.
Yeah, I think all kids.
I had to have one of them too.
They
think
were
all
a
kids did.
fashion accessory, man. At
Yeah,
one
they
point.
were. They
Yeah,
were.
yeah,
Standard.
All right. So along with the leg warmers, right? You guys must have worn these, right? So we got leg warmers. That was Chris's thing. But during the 90s, as we were saying, in
And a bit of the 80s.
past
the late
podcasts,
80s.
bit of the 80s, yeah.
Mm.
But in the 90s, when the pinrolls came into town,
You had to have a certain sock.
for those who don't know, you had to
You
have a
had to
certain
have a
sock
certain
with
sock.
your pinroll. So that was
Did.
like you had Chippy on, you had
stud.
Chevin on, but you still had to
Yeah.
be extra extreme.
Mm.
So you
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
have a pair of Burlington socks.
Burlington starts with a stud.
The stuff.
Diamond socks.
Diamond socks.
Diamond socks.
I
man.
couldn't afford Burlingtons. They're
He's
too
playing
expensive.
now.
Diamond socks. Did you guys all have diamond socks though?
We all had diamond socks.
I had, yeah, but not Burlington.
Before the pin rolls,
Yeah.
we all had diamond socks, man. But
Okay.
Burlington's
Okay,
very
Chris, you got a pair on now.
expensive.
You got
What are
Burlingtons.
those?
They Burlingtons.
Yeah, Burlington.
The man has got
They're still
Burlingtons
rocking
in 2024.
Still
Oh
there.
Still
my
rocking
god!
Burlington, mate. But I go
Yeah,
plain
yeah.
now. I can't do the Pringle look.
I'd rather you. I'd rather you rock Burlingtons than calf warmers.
Yeah,
Wow, Chris is still got the Burlingtons on.
Is that the one with the studs?
Yeah, one with the stud.
but you know, like if you're going to a wedding, you got to get the Pringle, you got to get the diamond socks out. if you
Beige,
go
brown,
wed-
and white or something.
christenings and that.
Right, this guy, man. Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris just showed us a pair of his new Burlington socks.
In
On
2024,
my
you know.
feet now, still wearing them.
Still flying the flag.
Are they like 30 quid a pair?
No, they're not bad now. They're reasonable. For 30
You know what I
quid,
mean?
you probably get a pack of 4 or 5 for 30 quid now.
How much were Burlingtons back in the day? What, 3 quid or something?
Nah, I'd say about 12 quid a pair back in the
Yeah,
day.
probably
A
that.
pair.
And
Yeah.
that's too much for me back
Now
then.
they're probably about 5 pairs for maybe 30. So they're cheaper than what they were. They are cheaper, and they're still about, still doing stuff. You still buy them from department stores and online.
Burlington socks, man.
I wouldn't know where to get a pair of
Yeah,
Burlingtons.
innit?
They just came and went. They went with, as you were saying earlier on, like with Wallabies, and then you had your pinroll jeans and just
Kickers, Adidas torsion,
that little bit
Air
of
Max,
Wallabies,
Jordans,
Eclipses,
Soviet.
It's mad you say they went with Chippy, because I found Burlington's again about 3 years ago in Paris. I was in a department store and there was a massive display just for Burlington's. And I got chatting to the woman saying, do you know how big these socks were back in the day? Like, she's like, oh, yes, we know. And that's why we sell them. And I thought, yeah, I'll have to buy a pack. Okay.
You couldn't resist it.
Nostalgia,
It's just for nostalgia.
Yeah, but that was part of it.
You're gonna buy some car formers for nostalgia as well.
I might do, you know. If I could get back into some sort of fitness, then maybe.
Oh my God.
Put them on and go and ride your bike.
Talking about putting things on your feet, do you remember this? Back when you were probably maybe 4, 5, you had like a sock moccasin, Spider-Man one, Star Wars one, Superman one.
Yes.
And they were like, they were stitched to it was a woolen sock.
I remember that.
But the plastic bottom bit, remember them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember them.
I remember that.
I didn't have them. I couldn't afford
I
them.
didn't rock a pair of those.
I wanted them. I did want them.
I think I had a pair.
I didn't.
They were comfy as well.
It wasn't on my wish list.
They were comfy. Nah, they weren't on mine, but I probably got bought them.
I just had plain brown moccasins, plain tan.
I had those as well.
Yeah.
Them as well.
Yeah. With the woolly inside.
With the woolly inside, little bow at the front. Come on, man. I used to feel
everyone had those.
When I got them for Christmas, I was fuming, you know. But when I think about it, they warm my feet. I had them on all day.
They're very practical.
Yeah, very practical. We didn't appreciate. I wouldn't mind a pair now, you know.
Moccasin sock slippers, man. I love them.
And their moccasin socks. I wouldn't mind a pair of them now too, man. All right. Let's get to our next one. And this one kind of like moves in with like the fawns and on one side, and then on the other side, it's a familiar comb. If you have a Afro persuasion in your house, and that's two different combs that were big, and this is the flick comb that's like a flick knife.
Yeah.
Or it was the Afro comb with the fist.
With the fist, yeah. The original.
Or the Afro comb that had red and green, and you
green,
like a transformer Afro comb.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That was the
and
one.
You just
That's
join
the one.
that. Do you know what I mean? So you can fold it and put it in your back pocket.
That one was good.
Now you're talking.
Both of those.
Now you are talking.
Both of those, because the flick comb, obviously, I had Afro, so it's not really working. But it was a cool. Well, it wasn't a knife.
It was a cool
but
comb
it
to
flicked
have.
out.
It looked cool.
Yeah.
It flicked out. Chris, you had one, didn't you?
Yeah, I had one, man.
I know Chris would have
Like
one.
a flick knife.
Flick knife. I don't know why, like, you know, I was scared of wearing it just in case, but I was fine walking around with a comb that looks like a bloody flick knife. That was probably banned back in them days anyway.
Yeah. It just looked cool. Just flick it out.
Flick it out. Like the Fonz. Like,
Yeah,
Hey.
man. Come on, man. That was a big move. You know, along with it.
You could do the same thing with the Afro comb, use it like a butterfly.
It was like a butterfly knife.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it.
Yeah, and you
just dance. Yeah.
And that was
Hey,
like a weapon
I used
as
to
well.
love
Them
that.
spikes were, they were, you know, they were
Yeah,
quite sharp, weren't they, man?
Yeah.
That was a proper little weapon.
And then when your head was picky, it was painful.
Oh my God.
It was mad. But you know what?
Get it through it,
Actually,
Yeah.
my mum used to do knots in my hair when I was little. What they would call tiny bugs.
Out.
Yeah, she'd comb it out with that comb.
Oh,
And you know when you hear,
God.
when you hear the metal pang.
Yeah.
The pain. The pain is next. The pain's
Every
next level.
child on Sunday, because you know you was going to school
Sunday,
the
yes.
next day.
Yeah.
Sunday
So
night
every
in
child
tears.
on Sunday was fuming because it was just like, come. And then they would just.
It's the worst. The absolute worst.
The Afro comb.
Never forget that.
So did you all walk around with the Afro comb?
In your back pocket with your Lucas
Yeah, I think I did.
I didn't. I always remember my
Once in a
uncle.
while.
He had both.
Mm.
He had both, and I always used to be in his room,
Yeah.
you know, mucking around and
yeah.
admiring both
Yeah.
versions.
Yeah.
But I didn't walk around
Yeah.
with one.
Some people just left it in there, innit?
Stuck in the head.
Stuck in the
head.
Yeah. You know when you start
And just
messing
leave it in
around
there.
and-
Yeah.
forget it's in there, and then Leroy, what are you doing with
Put it
that?
on the bus and look in the window.
Halfway, man. Because it's just embedded in there. You didn't even notice it. You know, them days you didn't look in the mirror much. It's just rushed out the house. Africa was like. But by the time I got independent, started going out, I didn't have big hair. So I didn't have an Afro coat. It didn't need an Afro coat.
You didn't need it, yeah.
Didn't need it.
Like I said, I saw it like a toy, so that's kind of sometimes.
Yeah, that's it, because of the color. The one,
the butterfly action,
yeah.
You say the butterfly or the flick cones, man. Accessory. Okay, let's get to our next one. Next one, again. This one goes with the knife, the gold tooth, the just in case, the jewelry, but not the leg warmer. Surprise! No, not the leg warmer.
I have seen people wear leg warmers with this.
Oh, they do. Yes, they do. Yes,
they did back in their day.
Yeah,
the lady.
That same guy from Breakdance.
The same guy
would have worn this as well.
With the Apollo Creed top that stops here.
This would have worked. But
if ever saw a dude in that, the belly top and the leg warmers.
This particular fashion item though goes a long way, because it goes from dancing, it goes from the dancehall scene, it goes for everyone had one in Carnival. Even Predator wore one. Come on, man.
Yes. The string vest.
It's the string vest. We all had a string vest.
I haven't had one.
Yeah, I haven't had one either.
I couldn't get away with a string vest. I look like Ramsey Nesbitt.
The Predator was actually rocking.
Predator, look again. Predator wears
the Predator was actually rocking a string vest.
Yeah. There's a bit. I remember the bit you're talking about.
The black netting that goes across it, that you can see it.
You know that thing? There's no killing what can't be killed. There's no stopping what can't be stopped. He was wearing a string.
It is a string vest. Yeah, you know what I mean? Come on, man. You had dreads, string vest. You had to represent.
Oh my God!
Would you guys wear it with nothing under it though, or would you wear it over something else?
Both.
Nah, depends on the weather, really.
I never had one.
I had a string vest.
I had a string vest in the 90s.
Yeah,
I'd probably
a white one.
Yeah,
then
a white one and a black one, and I probably wore it with nothing underneath.
Yeah, and then I Rasta Mouse colours, red, gold, and green.
I went through a phase where I like basketball. I like basketball tops, but I just look odd with basketball tops, so I have to wear a t-shirt under it because it just looks odd wearing a basketball top without the t-shirt.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah.
That was my sort of string vest, I say. That's about the closest I've got. Same sort of shape.
No, string vests were the ones, man. Yeah. But in the 90s. Though.
In the 90s, it just come along with the dancehall scene, didn't it? Like string vest.
Yeah, and it's string vest mania.
String vest.
Yeah, it was proper.
Yeah. And it was unisex string vest. It was it was everywhere. String dress, string trousers, string.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
String dress, you know.
Yeah, string dress.
Yeah,
come on. There was string dress.
I remember.
There was string dress, man.
That's big.
Yeah. I must say, DL, touche on the last two. Yeah, because you brought back some memories there.
Forgot about those.
It was the rage.
Yeah.
It was the rage.
Yeah, well done on that. Those two.
Yes, the string vest, the string everything. So
Murder She Wrote.
Yeah. Come on. Okay.
Oh,
so string, we've got, that's like more 90s, as we said. Like when we relate vest, it's like 88s, like big belly people. But in the 90s, we started. 88s. What's it called? Extra, yeah. So
yeah, Hilda Obden and Stan.
So So the next one we're gonna. These were expensive. Everybody likes a hat, but
I love these.
Hip-hop broke on the scene, they were all different shapes. But LL Cool J was the one that made you go, damn, I need one of these in my life. Never had one. And you know what it is? It's the Kangol, guys. The Kangol hat.
Kangol hat.
Yeah. It had to be the right one though. The one that LL had, the one that Run DMC wore. It had to be that one.
Yeah.
Not
very expensive, man.
That's what I was gonna say.
They're expensive
it
now.
Just symbolized
come down in price now.
Expensive.
I don't even know how much
back in the day.
I didn't even want to know how much. I didn't want my heart broken, so I didn't even investigate.
Yeah, we didn't even look into it. Yeah,
we did. We went out to get some, didn't we, one time? But yeah, they were too expensive. So we just bought the cap version, the cap Kangol instead.
They
were
like a fisherman's hat.
Yeah,
or something. But
yeah, Kangol, man, that just symbolizes.
Yeah, how bad
it was hip hop.
That's 80s hip hop.
Yeah, but it's true.
Did you guys know anybody that had one? Do you know anyone that had the LL Cool J?
No, one guy one guy I knew had.
I think we had a couple of people around.
We had a couple of people around.
They're the furry one, the nice furry one. That's the one I like.
There was a black furry one that.
They're like 50 quid.
This guy wore
minimum.
Yeah, they're about
a couple years older.
Now. Yeah, they're bad, man. Do you know what Kangol stands for?
No, go on.
Kangol's the three ingredients that the man first realized he could make stuff out of. So the K is the K from silk, then the ANG is from Angora, and the OL is from wool. So he mixed all of these together in a little anagram to make the word Kangol, because it's the three products that he uses.
Products to make
these things. And did you know as well, I didn't know this till recently, that this is an English brand. I do recall more recently seeing they've got a new label and it says Kangol and it's got the Union Jack next to it. But back in our day, it was Kangol and a kangaroo. I thought this shit was fucking Australian or American. Like, I don't think this was UK.
Well, it was American because it's the Americans that I used to see.
The kangaroo used to fall. I think now maybe it's Australian, but I never thought it was English. But
I never linked it with Australia. I just thought it's a cool.
It was the kangaroo. I thought, why would you have a kangaroo?
I thought it was American.
Yeah, exactly.
It must be Australian, but then all the rappers are wearing it. It must be American. Yeah, so I was confused where this has come from. But it was a Polish Jewish guy in 1938 founded the company, but he moved around Paris and a bit of Europe, picked up some fashion tips, ended up in England. He invited his cousin over to join him, and that's when they created the factory and named Kangol, and they've been based in Cumbria ever since. And they've only recently, maybe the last 15 years, got bought out by Sports Direct, which is why you now see loads of Kangol shit in Sports Direct.
Yeah, you do.
But that's when Kangol tried to push the boat. Kangol only works as a hat.
No
one's buying anything else.
If they'd have stuck as a hat, I think they would have done better. No one wants Kangol trainers, Kangol this.
It's true. Because I used to see that and I used to think, no, this isn't weird.
It only works as
just as the hat. They could have kept that as a more or less a luxury brand hat, I would reckon, man.
Yeah.
Because people would still pay top money for those.
Hip hop, LL Cool J smashed it with it, and then even Samuel Jackson brought the other style back.
Yeah, the bigger hat, the golfy sort of style one.
It was doing its thing, and
he originally started when he first came to England. He started producing workers' hats, golf hats. Then he started working for the army, building some uniform and some hats for them, and then he ended up getting enlisted into World War One. It was at the end of that when he invited his cousin over, and they created Kangol. So they've been going for late 30s. They've been around since.
Yeah.
But love.
See, but it was a good fashion though.
That's the crazy thing about hip hop. How like he just managed to mix that hat with a tracksuit and a pair of trainers and just make it all look cool with a gold chain.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another thing you might have had on your head. Do you remember in the 80s, them bopper things?
Oh, with the little
bubbles.
screws, with the springs.
The springs, yeah.
What? What's that?
Yeah. We all had them.
Everyone had. I don't think I did, but it was a craze. Everyone had them.
Or it might have two stars on the top of it.
They were on like a hairband, a girl's hairband, and it had big springs with like other eyes on it, and they used to just pop about.
Eyes or stars.
Did you have that, though?
No, I didn't have that.
They were big in the 80s.
Yeah, I had one.
Enough people had them, man.
Yeah, they were.
What, I walk around the streets like that?
Not around the streets.
I don't get it. No.
Oh shit!
More like at parties. I see them like.
Yeah, it would be carnival.
Yeah, you might see a carnival.
No, they were big in the 80s. I saw them a lot in the 80s.
DL looks confused.
Right. You're right. They were big.
A lot of people wore them.
Yeah, moving on.
All right, let's move on. I don't know about that. An accessory. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the fifth one. Now, the fifth one, this is a combination of things that all went together, like the gold tooth and the gold chaps and the chains and that. This is styled belts, man.
These covered punk, pop, and the street look.
We got the studded belts.
Yes.
We got
the wristbands
belts.
Yeah.
We got the belts with the buckle, the cowboy buckle up front.
All of these things that you're talking about are my mum's arsenal. I was getting licks with these things when I was in trouble. Trust me.
Hey, any belt or any slipper that comes close to hand, you get in it.
You're not the only one.
It's true.
But you know what? The elasticated belt
with a snake. Remember the snake buckle one that you probably had when you was about 5 years old, holding up your fairies.
That clicked together.
Like an S.
You remember? Oh, that was so lame.
It was a snake.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was on like a
belt.
rainbow elastic belt.
Elastic.
I had a car.
Mate,
I had a
love
car.
that belt.
Love that belt, man. They were classics.
They were good belts.
I know DL, you must have the red, gold, and green one. I could see that around your waist, you know.
No. I just had a blue one, I think. I remember I just had a blue, plain blue one.
Mine was like random, like blue, brown, and orange or something. Some random 3 colors or.
Yeah, those belts, man.
Yeah.
Did you ever had the studded belts?
I had a few studded things, yeah. I think I might have worn maybe two studded belts at a time. This is again Madonna influence.
And
I think maybe a stud.
Did you wear when you had with your leg warmers at the same time?
Calf warmers, headbands, and studs.
Maybe even a bandana hanging somewhere.
And a leather tie.
You're painting a
The 2 bandanas
like...
tied around your waist. That was another breakdown. I see Turbo do it. I thought, yeah, that's cool, man. Tie 2 bandanas back to back, sort of around your waist as a belt.
I'm sorry, Chris, man. I'm sorry.
Proper Dexy's Midnight Runners.
This is what I'm talking about.
I'm talking more
man.
Turbo and Ozone to me, but yeah, it'd be Dexys Midnight Runners.
Come on, Ali.
The guys, the fashion in the Beat It videos and all night long videos. I'm sorry, no, I can't. I can't go with that.
But for the time, it's the height of fashion.
We didn't know it any different for the time. It was either that or you're wearing Farrah's and brown clogs. So it's like no. I'll stick with leg warmers and.
I would rather wear a shiny general jacket than a bloody cord waist blazer with leather.
With
leather patches on the elbow.
Like a geography teacher.
Sorry.
Did you ever have one of them jumpers?
Yeah,
the jumpers with the patches.
The jumpers,
and then the patches on the shoulder.
The suede patches. Yeah. Suede patches.
Who dares wins?
Khaki green. Yeah.
The commando jumper. Yeah, man. All right, so Chris had a bandana around his waist. He tied them together.
Never wore it on my head though.
Did you guys wear bandanas on your head in teenage years and that?
Yeah, I did. When I started doing my locks, I had a bandana around my head.
No, I didn't wear a bandana.
But I had it like a sweatband. I didn't have it over the top. I had it like a sweatband around, tight at the back, and then the locks drop over there. Yeah.
Rambo style.
Rambo style. That's the one.
I used to think they were cool.
Yeah.
Bandanas, but I never like had that to to put on my head.
One sticking out your back pocket or anything. Little red on the left side or whatever.
Red.
Actually, no, I actually did have a bandana, but I never wore it. Like you said, Chris. I'd have it more in my pocket.
Yeah.
Just to wipe
like a
from brow.
Yeah.
Like a crip.
I had a blue one. I had a blue and a red one.
But definitely a crip and a blood.
There was a time where the bandanas went with wearing the chippy pin rolls and that. Yeah. You'd wear it around your neck.
Like a cravat.
Yeah.
Yes,
you'd wear it around your neck. Didn't it? Like a cravat.
It's true.
Okay, so the next one, if you put these on, Leroy, you wouldn't know where you were because these were that cool look. The cool look, whether it's hip hop, whether it's, your motorcycle, the Fonz, chips, these were the things to wear. The aviator sunglasses, shades, man. Like
you needed that certain type in the 80s.
You needed the fold up Ferrari, put in a pouch, aviator glasses.
Yeah, the Transformers of glasses, man. The latest in sunshade tech in the 80s. These were
fold up. Yeah, there were so many different types of shades, but when these came out, it came with a pouch. You could put them away.
And when you'd broken your glasses, that would be your little money pouch. We used to
money pouch.
Keep your little pennies in it once you broke your glasses.
It came in handy. Yeah, when the glasses weren't working, you had a pouch.
You got a pouch. Because these glasses were bad, but you wanted to convert them in, keep folding them so much. You ended up working the middle hinge loose. So when you put them on, they flapped around the side of your face and you look like a fish.
Yeah.
It looked like you had eyes on the side of your head. When they got to that stage, it's like, I can't wear these anymore, man.
You can't wear them, because it looks silly.
I've made them so loose now. I look like a fish face, man. I'm like Picasso.
They didn't last long.
No, and that's when you had to say, right, I'm using the pouch now with the Ferrari written on it. I'm using that to keep my money in.
Yeah,
I'm going penny shop with my ones and twos in there, man.
Yeah. with my coins. I remember we both had a pair of those glasses as well.
Yeah, they were wicked, man. They were wicked.
Ferrari fold-ups.
Do you remember the 80s glasses? Do you remember these? Again, these were like a girl's hairband. They were about the size of a girl's hairband, and they were called the Cyclops glasses.
Oh yeah.
And they just went thin around.
Yeah.
I loved them.
I never had them.
The one, the dude
I
from
had
Star
them,
Trek had them, innit?
Yeah.
They were
Geordie.
I
They
got
were
these
very
whenever we
cool.
went to the seaside for some reason. I'd buy a pair of these. They'd be the ones that are being sold in
They
the
are seaside.
seaside shop, man. So I had some seaside fashion accessories. That was one of them. The next ones were the jelly shoes. I had a pair of them glittery
Jelly
shoes.
shoes.
Didn't like
remember
those
them.
at all.
I didn't like them.
They sliced your feet to
But-
shreds, man. They were horrible, man.
Yeah, I remember seeing them. And,
Everyone had them, man. Girls ones, men's ones, adult
Yeah.
ones. Just like
I hated
everyone had
those.
them, man.
I didn't like them.
These are now all washed up in Malaysia somewhere on a beach.
Yeah.
Everyone that you
Yeah.
lost in the sea in around the south coast of England, they're in Malaysia now.
Just hanging around on some rocky beach.
Still
innit?
looking fresh, still looking brand new.
Some deserted island.
Deserted island, just the jelly shoe island, man.
Jelly shoe
Yeah,
island,
Somewhere in Southeast Asia, there's a jelly shoe island. I know there is, man. Do you remember these as well? I think you might still have one of these, but this was another thing. Whenever I'd go to the seaside, this was a must for a fashion accessory. It was a necklace, but made out of like little black round. They weren't beads; they were almost like little stones, but it was just smooth, a smooth necklace with a little silver clasp that you'd screw together. And then occasionally you'd get a red and a green one. You might get a red and a
I
had
know
to
what
get
you
one.
mean.
I loved those, man. I loved those.
I can remember
necklaces.
those.
They're like similar to the ones you could eat.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
they were.
The necklace you could
They
eat.
were.
They were like
They
that,
were.
but stone, black stone. Like,
And they started thin at the ends and went fat in the middle,
Yeah.
and they'd all be black.
Yeah.
And you might have a green and a red chucked in there, but those were a must every
I remember
holiday.
them.
I'm
And you
picking
have to
one of them
screw
up.
it
You'd
around.
screw it together, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little snake sort of looking thing it was, man.
Wow.
I love those.
I swear the guy from Indiana Jones wore one and the mum from cigarettes. I swear he wore something like that.
Yeah, he might have had one.
Like a thick one, like the bad man
Yeah.
one. He probably got it from Bush.
Yeah,
Oh, shades. Okay, so let's get on to we talked about having belts, but we still weren't satisfied. We still wanted the belt to look good, so we would put things on our belts like keychains. Did you guys
The
ever
little
have-
the one with the
either the spring one, the
Peppy one.
telephone wire,
Peppy, yeah.
telephone wire one was the one.
that and the Peppy key ring with a telephone
Pepe
wire.
key ring
Yeah,
with that
yes.
telephone
Yeah.
wire.
Yes, the hunt. Yeah.
They were bad.
Standard.
Do you remember though? If because obviously Pepe key rings they made Pepe jeans in the 80s. They made them famous because you got this
Yes.
key ring with the jeans. Do you remember if you'd have a couple of colors, you'd pull them apart, take the bottom off of one like a blue, change it with a red, and you'd end up with two multicolored ones.
I
You'd take the little
remember
thumb bit
that.
out. I used to love doing that. Change them all
I
up. So
remember
you had
that.
your-
I remember.
you
Yeah,
created
you
your
could
own
have
colours.
a red and yellow one or blue. Yeah.
They were bad.
I used
They
to
were bad.
love those key rings with the telephone.
If you've still
wire.
got them now, they're worth anywhere between sort of £15 to £50 each.
Really?
Pepe key
Wow.
ring, yeah.
Wow.
I love.
Let me
the
just
Pepe
throw
key
something else in there. I know
Go,
it's
go.
like it's not really,
Yeah.
but it's kind of old school. Do you remember the spinners?
What
The
then?
Coca-Cola spinners, like the yo-yo.
ring. Yeah, the yo-yo.
Yeah,
they were big.
Yeah.
They were big.
So those, I mean, I absolutely love those.
Tango,
but
Fanta, they had all the mates.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
drinks.
Right,
7
yeah.
Up,
You know-
Sprite, yeah.
you know they're 30 to 50 quid now.
Wow, I'd like to buy one of them
Can
still,
imagine.
man. 'Cause, they were the only yo-yo that I could actually do tricks with.
Yeah, exactly.
I learned about 10 tricks with that. And I tried them tricks
it.
on another yo-yo, don't work.
Doesn't work. Yeah, you need to have
Yeah.
a spinner. Has to be. A
But they
spinner.
were
Yeah.
exclusive. Though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, when they came out,
They used to light up and stuff at one point.
No,
Yes.
They didn't.
some of them did.
Later on,
Some of them
maybe,
did.
but first
Later
they
on, yeah.
You,
the
you had
first
the,
ones
you had
didn't.
like the see-through one with the red Coke, but you could get a limited
Yeah.
edition black and gold one. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
could get white and gold, or the gold. Yeah,
Yeah.
They were wicked, man.
Yeah.
You could, some of the limited edition ones at first, you could only win them. You couldn't get them in the thingy. You had to go
Yeah.
to a competition, and if
I
you got
remember.
far enough competition, then they give you one.
The yo-yos were big back in that little time.
That was a
where
fashion
blew up.
accessory for me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
I wasn't really big on them, but again, like watching people in arcades, I like seeing
Yes.
people do
Yeah.
tricks and stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, that's big. That's
yeah,
big.
they were wicked.
But I ain't gonna bust my bottom lip trying to flip it. And
Yeah,
I watch
true.
other people do it. I'm not trying that.
You guys ever have raccoon tails? You know, you could like, clip them onto your belts or on your things or the back of your hat. Or...
No, I
forgot about raccoon tails.
I always wanted one, man. I know a friend who had one. I always wanted one, but I think it was
Like
more
a
a
rabbit's
Vietnam
foot.
thing in them days. I used to see it a lot in Vietnam movies that have them clipped onto their helmets and stuff.
Yeah.
Or bikers might wear them on their handlebars or something. But always wanted a raccoon's tail, man. Sad for a raccoon, but. So I like the cartoon, man. I thought, nah, that's sad. It's like Cyril Sneer's tail or something. Yeah.
Did it?
But those raccoon tails, you know, obviously they were fake, but it didn't seem like it was a raccoon's tail. It seemed like someone made this thing. It's
it's true.
It didn't look like some, you know, dirty
hacked off. Yeah, hacked off an animal.
I don't think them fake fibers were about back in the 80s, though. I reckon they were real shit.
Nah, it couldn't have been, man. That's savage.
Isn't it?
There's squirrels running around the local park with no towers, man.
Just so you
could have it on a key ring. Nah.
Yeah, allow it. But yeah, key rings, man. Don't forget your keys, man. Damn.
Sorry. Let me add another thing to that. You remember?
Here comes a new challenger.
Isn't it? Do you remember the other thing that used to get in the market? It went on your keys. Yeah, and if you lost your keys and you clap.
The whistle or clap.
The whistle.
Yeah. That was an 80s tech. I remember that being on Tomorrow's World or something, man.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? Or you whistle.
Yeah.
Don't you remember it?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
A key finder.
Yes.
That was essential for
Your
me.
battery ran out, though.
Yeah.
But when you needed to whistle for it, it'd run out by then. You can't find it. Did you guys carry big bunch of keys on your belt? I don't know what it was. I think I had a big bunch of keys and I don't know what any of the keys done.
Just made you feel manly, didn't it?
Yeah, it made me feel like a caretaker or something. Walking around like I can open
Jingling.
shit. I can get through this door.
Allen keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you used to have your Scooby Loos on them. So you're like, you're all good.
Yeah, I remember them as well. Them little things you plaited. You on about them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember them, man. I used
burn
to
the
love
ends.
them.
Yeah.
I used to love them.
That was a big craze, man.
Yeah, that was
a massive craze back then.
And then having little things. Remember, you could get miniature Rubik's cubes. You could put.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little tennis.
And then they
ball.
brought out other types of Rubik, like long ones, and all different types of puzzles.
Remember the long Rubik's cubes?
Yeah. All different types of little puzzles you can put on your chains.
Just collecting keychains in them days.
Keychains, and then you got like the Smurf keychains. And remember the little albino ape one?
Yeah.
Furry ape.
The furry face, like,
It was a carrot. Like it could stick its thumb in its mouth. It was some little.
They had a name. But I can't think
big.
what it was.
Did it clip on? So like you could clip it onto your finger.
You could get ones that clipped on. Pencil holders.
Some of them it was like
Garfield
when
ones and shit.
I was about to say that. Yeah, when Garfield come out, he could clip on, and they had koala ones and all these different ones that could.
And then weird trolls with the pink hair. There was like a little.
The troll dolls. Yeah.
Accessories.
That's a blast from the past.
Blast.
Yeah, but that was an accessory.
Athena stuff, you know.
For real, isn't it?
Posters, erasers that smell of passion fruit erasers and stuff. Yeah. Those were the days. All right, so there's that. There's the raccoon tail. So we've got two more we're going to go through. Now this one is, I know all of us had these, because if you was rocking the right trainers, sneakers, whatever you want to call them, you had to have them. You can make them into like patterns and stuff, different colors.
It was a must.
And they were the fat laces, man.
Crazy laces.
It's like call them crazy laces.
Crazy laces. Yeah, crazy laces, fat laces.
Man, these were good, man.
Luminous yellow and dark blue. That was my favorite color. Man. Put it in a square pattern.
Yeah.
On the gazelles.
Yeah. I saw this, I think, first in Beach Street. I think I saw the Puma suedes with the fat laces, and it just made your trainers look like they'd been drawn by a graffiti artist. If you know what I mean, it had that. That look was just wicked.
You couldn't tie them in a bow; they had to be.
Nah, they had to be tight. Man. They had to be tight.
Fat laces tied in a bow didn't make sense.
The mad thing is, if you done them flat across the front, you'd have so much excess left.
Yeah, there'd be some football laces.
Tuck it, you'd have to tuck it in.
Under the inner sole.
Yeah.
So do any of you guys now still like lace up your trainers, or do you leave the little plastic bits just hanging through, or do you tuck it all inside to hide?
I leave them just hanging through. Nah, little plastic bits
You tie
hanging
them
out.
up?
I tie him up, man. Grown man stuff now.
I still just have the little bits hanging out the side.
Man stuff.
Little bits hanging out the side.
I don't think I'm tying my laces up properly. Like on certain trainers, I can't. They just look funny.
I've got to tie my laces up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm with Chris on that. I'm with Chris on that.
I'm still just little bits out the side.
Yeah, man. You got it.
But a question. With the, I used to call them breaking laces. But with the laces, which trainer did you think they went well with? I thought Puma.
Yeah, Pumas, man.
Yeah, Pumas suede. They went well with gazelles as well.
Adidas shell toes.
Yeah, Adidas.
Shell toes.
Shell toes. And Pumas.
Stan Smiths.
Puma Dallas. I thought they went
Puma
well.
Dallas.
Yeah. But put it this way, they didn't go well with any Nike trainers.
No. They needed a bit of chunkiness to them, didn't they? They needed a bit of a wider trainer.
Yeah, laces and Nike. I can't see it.
No, I'm trying to picture them with Cortezes, but they don't look. I don't think they look.
Nah,
like
it's too too thin, isn't it?
Too thin.
Yeah. Did you guys ever do the Run DMC thing and just take all the laces out?
Nah.
Prison style.
I tried it a bit.
No.
I tried it a bit, but it just didn't work.
You got to like shuffle about, man. You can't walk properly.
Because they just.
It looked trendy for Run DMC, but that was something I said. Even as a little child, I'm not trying that.
It's just not practical.
I don't even think Run DMC wore that. Just done it for a photo shoot. They didn't walk nowhere. They just stood there.
You could have
took the photo, and everybody else thought, we could walk like that. And they didn't walk this way. They walked another way, but not.
Yeah, they didn't walk this way. No.
Try running for a bus with your trainers like that.
Exactly.
There's two things. There's two things I didn't try, and it was a Run DMC, no shoelaces, and crisscross clothes back to front.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody in the UK. I don't know anybody. Yeah,
I know someone that tried it.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know anybody that tried it. And the same day they tried it, the same day they untried it, right?
Yeah. No. They stuck to their guns.
Oh no. What? Top and bottoms or just the top?
I don't know. I think it might be just the bottoms.
Oh, so I'm gonna say top. I could maybe understand. It's the bottom bit that freaks me out.
Yeah, that's just
I don't know because you still got pockets at the front now, isn't it?
Yeah,
if it's back to
piss.
Yeah, that's just nuts.
That's true.
That's what I feel like shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I couldn't do that.
That's the one thing I never thought of.
The bottoms, like, man, that's all.
I never even attempted to see what it looked like.
No.
Like,
I've seen it on crisscross. That's enough.
It's just a nuts idea.
We'll leave it with you, crisscross.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I did see people put the elastic bands in their hair. I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I saw from crisscross that I thought, okay, people will try that.
But
nah. The clothes back to front, nah.
And also, crisscross were younger than us as well. So
it was. You weren't really looking at it.
Yeah, we weren't really.
Chuck D and bloody Turbo and Ozone.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Apollo Creed. All right, so let's get into the last one, man. This one is like this again. This is universal. This is like bums in 80s films where their wine bottle had these on. Wurzel Gummidge had these. Hoppers and Lockers had these. These are the ones, and New Romantics had these. Leather, cotton, wool. These are fingerless gloves, man.
Fingerless gloves.
Wurzel Gummidge, because I was trying to think.
Yeah,
what did Wurzel Gummidge have?
There's nothing Wurzel Gummidge had that I would have worn.
Fingerless,
fingerless gloves.
I don't think I ever had a pair of fingerless gloves, man.
I don't think I have either.
Knitted ones. I don't think I ever had.
I did have some. I did have some mittens.
They were trendy with the greengrocers.
Yeah, they were trendy with the.
Used to go Shepherd's Bush.
And
what would you like, love?
And I did know a few girls who had the lace version, like the Madonna version. Maybe they come up a bit up your arm or whatever. But I do remember.
So you must have had a pair then, because you already had half the Madonna.
Yeah, but no, that I couldn't bust. As a bloke, I couldn't bust the lace.
Are you sure? You already had calf warmers
They're
on.
all right. They're the universal.
Warmers and a headband.
And the headband with the.
And the Human League lipstick. You had everything, man. You must have had the fingerless gloves.
I always wanted black driving gloves in the 80s, just so I could wear one like Luke Skywalker That's all I wanted with black driving
Just
gloves.
one leather.
Just one
driving
black leather glove on one hand. I can make that. I'm Luke Skywalker, man. But you guys ever remember going like, I think maybe we got these from CNA when we got our ski jackets, was the ski gloves. The big, thick insulated, they're all nicely coloured, had pictures on them, and you could clip them together and clip them to the
They look
jacket.
massive. They look
they were
massive though, man. They like goalkeeper gloves, man.
For snowball fights, they were
for snowball flights, they were the best.
wicked. They were wicked for snowball fights.
They
it was
were.
that or magic gloves. I liked magic gloves, but they were useless when it snowed.
Them gloves were so good at snowball fights. If you didn't have one, you might as well borrow a mate's one quickly and jump into the game like tag. Can I come in the game now? But I need to wear those gloves.
I need to borrow your gloves.
I remember other kids with normal gloves, their hands were freezing.
It gets doggy in it.
Chop it off and stuff. You'll still be going. If you had a pair of them, you'll still be going.
Those gloves were big.
They kept your hands warm. With your CNA ski jacket and them gloves, you were sorted. You were sorted for London winters.
You were. I know Leroy still wears leather gloves.
I do.
You do, yeah. You look like guys still walks around leather gloves. Stacks ain't wearing leather gloves.
No, I've got some gloves though.
You know, I got the ones like the guy. Hey man, I'm one of you. You know that
The leather
in Puerto Rico.
Man. I got 5 kids to feed. Magic gloves. Magic gloves are the gloves any hand can fit in it, right, and just stretch.
Yeah. They look like a kid's glove, look like a 5-year-old's glove, but they would stretch and fit man's hand.
Yeah.
They were magic.
They were magic. They were super gloves, weren't they? They were the appliance of science, man.
They were good.
And I know we all had these gloves where they had the string that would attach, that would go through.
That's what I'm saying. The mittens. That's what I said in the beginning.
Mittens, man. Yeah, just
mittens with the string through your arm and your coat.
The coat,
and you just like that.
You ain't losing them.
Just thumbs.
That's a vivid time, though, isn't it? It's like you were really young then.
That's when you'll get someone's dressing you.
You could, That's
when
someone's
a duffel coat and shorts to school shit. Yeah,
there's no
someone's
option.
dressing you. You know?
Yeah,
it's true.
For real though.
No,
you ain't gonna thread them mittens through your jacket if you're dressing yourself.
It's true. It's true. It's
it was just part of the uniform. That when you wore the jacket, they were hanging off the cuffs.
And that's how you didn't lose them, innit?
Yeah.
Because you know if they were detached, you're losing them first day.
Damn, man.
You fling them off, run, and they'd just be flapping in the wind, man.
Man.
No chance of losing them.
Wow. All right, that wraps up our 80s fashion accessories, man. Well, 80s, bit of 90s as well. Whether it's string vests, whether it's leg warmers, whether it's shades, we had it all on the Old Skool Movements podcast. Guys, hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did. But for now,
I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah,
enjoyed it. Yeah.
What I really want is to see a picture of Chris with those
in them leg warmers,
the headband, the Cyclops visor, glasses, and the lace glove. That's what I want.
What did you look like?
I look ozone. I'm just missing the hat
and the raccoon tail.
I want to see all of that. And the raccoon tail on his head, though.
And the bum.
Like a ponytail.
Chris, the naughty knowledge.
Let us know what you guys used to wear or what you used to do to accessorize your fashion back in the 80s. If there's something that we haven't mentioned, let us know, man, because
we'd love to know.
Let us know, guys. Let us know.
Definitely.
Until then, guys, love to see you again. Well, we'll see you. You'll hear from us again very soon. So until then, peace.
Peace.